So, are these the IAMJOY's wireless gaming earbuds or the U Air 4 the best budget friendly Amazon gaming earbuds out there? Spoiler alert, no. I would tell you to go ahead and not pick these up if you're looking at the reviews for these and wondering if you should pick them up. I'm also going to tell you right now, if you did purchase them and you're wondering about them or stuff like that, return them and get your money back. I would say I picked these up around 30 bucks, but the price has gone up after Black Friday and Cyber Monday. But I picked these up before those days or wherever and for cheaper. And for some reason, the prices are just all over the board. And these had 4.4 stars with over 1,000 something reviews. And I was like, oh, okay, these seems good. They are on my wish list for content creation reviews. They're also in my throne list for people to be able to purchase gear for me to review. So you can check that out in the description if you want to do that kind of thing just to help support the channel. And that just helps me get products to be able to review. But the main reason why I finally picked these up, because they've been sitting on that list for a while, is because my friend asked me about them and asked pretty much what gaming earbuds I would recommend. I sent him a link to these. I sent him a link to the Steel Series one that I'm probably just going to go ahead and purchase and stop fooling around and get those. And the ones that I did a review on, the Prism XRs, those are probably going to be the cheapest ones that I would recommend when it comes to something like this. If you're looking for something like these wireless gaming earbuds, but you need like the VR headset compatibility, but you also want to be able to connect to your phone, but you don't want to pay the Steel Series or PlayStation or whatever prices, those are probably going to be the only ones I would recommend based off of my testing when it comes to wireless gaming earbuds with the duality of connecting to not only your console, PC, or VR headset, but also your phone to get notifications and stuff. Those are the ones I'm going to recommend. I will leave that video review at the end of this video. And just a fair warning, this is going to be a user review. This is not going to be one of those technical educational reviews that break down specs and all that stuff, because people keep telling me that's the only review that needs to be done. No, user reviews need to be done because you have to warn users about products like these. So let's go ahead and talk about the goods, I guess, or the pros of this product. One, the carrying case can be charged USB-A or USB Type-C. Another thing is you have the dongle right here with the pass-through for for VR headsets. You also have the USB Type-C to USB Type-A dongle if you need to go ahead and do that for connecting to your computer or whatever. You do get a little small charging cable, and that's pretty much all of it. I would say positives, other than the actual earbuds itself has multiple tips like you normally get, but you do have this rubberized outer shell band that pretty much helps connect and keep I would say adherence to your ear for the outer core of your ear or wherever. So if you need to adjust them, you can, because again, it comes with multiple different ones. So that's pretty cool. That's all the positives. Just knocking it out straight out of the park. That's all the positives. The negatives start flowing in once you get the product in hand. And what I mean by that is that these came completely dead. They did not have the, I would say, plastic protective film over the contact pins. So when I opened these up, these were completely dead. So you have to charge them as soon as you get them. And I say noticed after like an hour and a half, these were fully charged. So take with that information what you will. So again, around an hour and a half, I noticed these were full. The battery indicators will stop doing this animation once they're full, and they will completely go away and it'll be black screens. The negatives continues is because you don't know if these are 25% full, 50% full. Only thing you know is 100% full. As you can see, it just went away right there. That's the only way that you know these are fully charged, because it doesn't show you 2 bars and then 2 bars blinking to let you know it's 50%, etc. The only way you would know is if you took these out, hooked up to your phone, and looked at the percentage through the Bluetooth. That's also a problem. The 100% indicator that was just there and went away was for the actual case itself, unless that's user error, but I don't think it is because I have had a couple of days, and that's letting you know the battery life on the actual case itself. So that doesn't even give you a clear indication of how much charge you have. So it's just kind of weird on that indicator. I have no idea what's going on with it. Another negative is that when you open the hinge, the earbuds turn on. When you close the hinge, the earbuds turn off. That's the only way to turn on and off the earbuds. Again, that might be a con for some people. To me, that's a major con. That's another deal breaker. Some people, they don't care. There's a voice that lets you know when you turn the earbuds off and on, but there's no point for the voice because you're not going to have these in your ear if you turn them off and on, because they have to be in the case. Another con is that these touch sensitive, but like little areas, this big old circle that you see that has a line around it, That's all touch sensitive and it's super sensitive. So if you're one of those people with earbuds that who subconsciously constantly touch your earbuds and adjust them and stuff, even though if they have a secure, I would say, adhesion to your ear, but you still subconsciously touch, you're going to activate certain things as far as the touch sensitive, I would say capacitive gestures, for lack of a better term. The right side pretty much hangs up calls and answer calls and all that stuff. So if you're on the phone and you just right side just kind of trying to adjust it or wherever to get that suction back in, you're going to hang up on somebody. If you have your, I would say, earbuds plugged into your PC and you're listening to a YouTube video, a live stream, or music through Spotify, and you touch the left side to adjust, that sensitive area is so big and it's so sensitive that you will pause whatever you're watching or the music or whatever. It happened to me multiple times on the left side because the adhesion for the outer ear or wherever, I probably could replace it with another one in there because everybody's ear canals and ears are shaped differently. So that's why I'm glad. That's why it's a positive to have that rubber outside or wherever, different ones to make sure you get that secure fit. But it felt like it was coming out or wherever and falling out, but the earbud never did. It just kind of felt that way because it wasn't fully touching the top of it or wherever. So I could feel a little bit of a gap and it was kind of annoying. So I kept subconsciously adjusting it, even though it didn't need to. And I kept pausing my Spotify while playing video games, while live streaming. That is super annoying. Again, that might not be a deal breaker for some people, but having that overly sensitive touch button wherever, that's not good. Because if you brush it, if you touch it or whatever by accident, if you're trying to adjust, maybe you're taking off your hat and brushes against it, maybe you have hair, I don't know, that's long enough, maybe it touches it. It's that sensitive that hair might actually hang up on somebody or pause your music. I'm not even joking. That's not an overstatement. That's being 100% serious.
All right, so these should be the noise canceling microphones or wherever uh, that are on the earbuds. Hopefully, this sounds good. I don't know if the audio sounds good or not, wherever, but at least I can actually somewhat test these inside of using something like the Wave Link 3.0. I can go ahead and put VSTs and plugins in here. So if you do needed to remove background noise or something like that, you could do that. So Wavelength 3.0 might be really good. It's up to you if you want to use this for Discord or something like that. But apparently, based off of the visualization, the audio and stuff that I'm seeing in the Wavelength software, this is the microphone for the headphones. So this is the audio source for that. So let me know what you guys think. Is the microphones usable or not? I probably still want to recommend this for like Discord, like gaming and stuff like that. But this is pretty much what I guess people would hear for your phone or wherever.
The last game breaking thing and deal breaking thing that I think that really solidifies returning this and getting your money back if you purchase this just like I did, and stopping you from purchasing it if you haven't, is the fact that the volume output on this, if you have everything cranked up to 100%, let's say you're just playing music and you're playing a video game and you're not even streaming or anything like that, you're just playing stuff on your PC console, wherever, not on your phone, but your PC console, wherever, and you have that, whatever you're listening to at 100%, the audio that you're going to receive in your ear from these are going to be sounding like you have it on 50 or 60%, depending on what you're listening to. That's the best way I can explain it, because my IAMs, my other wireless gaming earbuds, my gaming headsets that I have, wired and non-wired, all of them, I can have my gaming PC audio going into my streaming PC, going into my software. I can have the audio at 60% if I'm playing with somebody in Discord so I can chat with them, or at 65% if I'm playing by myself. As soon as I hook these up, I have to crank that submix for me to hear all the way up to 90 to play Apex, to be able to hear footsteps, gunfire, all that stuff or wherever, at the same volume that I would have at 60 or 65% respectively for all the other versions of headphones that I have, earbuds, wireless, not non-wired, whatever it may be. That's not okay. For lo-fi music, for instance, if I'm using any other headphones, earbuds, whatever, other than this, I can have around 20 to 25%, depending, again, if I'm talking to chat or if I'm playing a video game, I might crank it down to 20%. For the lo-fi for these earbuds, I have to put at like 50%, 40% to be able to hear the lo-fi, like cozy vibes or wherever at the low end. If I'm listening to hip hop and I want to really listen to dubstep or something like that on my PC and I'm editing, or I'm just talking to chat or something like that, I'm playing that kind of playlist, For the volume, for every other headset, I would have at 30, 35. For these, I have to crank it up to like 65, 70 to be able to get the same output and enjoyment out of that. That is not okay for these. And like I said, the sound quality is perfectly fine. Don't get me wrong. It's punchy, bassy, all the sounds in the right spots and everything. The EQ, everything is great. Don't get me wrong. It's great. It's phenomenal. It's just everything sounds like if you had it cranked up on your PC software, whatever you were watching, wherever you're listening to, if it was at 100% and you hook these up, you would think that your volume is at, like I said, 50, 60%. That is the biggest game breaking thing or deal breaker for me. I would, if I didn't have to return these, get my money back, I would throw these in the trash. I would probably light them on fire. With that being said, y'all take care. Have a squid-tastic day. This video is way too long, but I just wanted to kind of give the user's perspective, and hopefully I was able to articulate my speech on the biggest con here. So again, if all those other ones weren't a problem for you, that last one should just be a no. Stay far away from this. So yeah, it's just kind of sucks because like I said, I recommend this to my friend. He did pick them up because it was the cheapest one, and he said they had good reviews, and I was like, yeah, they do have good reviews. I don't know why I haven't picked them up yet. And I saw one for 30 bucks, and I was like, man, this is probably going to be the cheapest I can find them for at the current time. And I was like, man, why not? I could do a review on it, and if they're good, I can keep them, and I don't have to get the SteelSeries paying $100 for the refurbished ones or whatever. And it's like, nope, returning these and paying the $100 for the refurbished ones. So T, if you're seeing this, return them as fast as you can. If not, I'm going to message you on Discord and let you know, because sometimes he watches these videos, and I do apologize for a bad focus recommendation. If you have any recommendations for maybe some wireless IEMs that have dongles and stuff like that, leave them down in the comments down below. If you have any other versions of something like this, wireless gaming earbuds that could hook up to your phone and your PC and stuff like that, then let me know down in the comments as well. And if you're interested in seeing more videos from me in the future, leave a like, subscribe. If you want to support me, then you can hit the members button here on YouTube, or you can pick up a product from the Throne playlist. Again, it automatically gets delivered to me at my door for me to do a review on, and let me know that you did it. And I'm pretty sure I could probably see who purchased it so I can give you a shout out in the video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one though. Y'all take care. Have a squid-tastic day. God bless you and yours. And deuces, everybody. Much love.